Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and Bay State Savings Bank.
Coming up next on the Friday Night Football Frenzy, the Algonquin Tomahawks go on the road to square off against the Doherty Highlanders. Top teams collide as the Millbury Woolies host the West Boylston Lions. And heavyweights square off as St. John's travels to Catholic Memorial. The 2019 season is finally here. The Frenzy starts right now.
Let's make a memory. We're going to lay it on the line for each other. Okay, every play is your best play. Doesn't matter what happened the play before. The next play is the play that wins the game. Every single play, time after time, relentless.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Frenzy. Kevin Shea, Andy Lacombe, and we finally have a real Frenzy for you with real games and highlights. We got college games, we got high school games. Of course, most everyone playing early in the day because of the Triple E and the West Nile, but you got great games, and that's what matters. Just getting after it, knocking heads for a couple hours and playing with your buddies.
Yeah, great measuring stick games. Find out where you are after a long preseason training camp, and find out where you stand maybe in the state when you talk about St. John's and Catholic Memorial.
Yeah, and that's our top stop game right now is St. John's on the road at Catholic Memorial. Catholic Memorial bringing in bagpipers for this game, bringing in the Bruins national anthem singer to sing. I mean, this was a huge game. Look at the big American flag in the background.
We brought Sean Grady.
First drive of the game, CM strikes. Barrett Pratt, beautiful pass to his big tight end. Owen McGowan, 45 yards on the touchdown, and the Knights are up 7-0. St. John's defense looking to keep pace. It is Nick Mazzucchelli getting into the backfield. Mazzucchelli with a nice tackle and forcing the CM punt. We still got more in the first quarter. CM's Jamal Griffin up the middle. Busting loose, dragging tacklers down inside the 10-yard line. Out of the double wing offense. That's right. Teams running the double wing in Eastern Mass now, and CM, one of the best in the state. Darius LeClaire breaks the plane. 14-0 Knights.
Except their offensive line looks like a college offensive line.
They certainly could be that. Second quarter, LeClaire gets his second touchdown of the game, putting CM up 21-0. St. John's with a furious comeback, but it falls short 35-20. Catholic Memorial a winner tonight.
Algonquin visiting the General's Den and Doherty under sunny skies. Friday afternoon, first quarter, scoreless. Doherty's Danny Sheeran running hard and pounding his way down inside the 2-yard line. First and goal. Then it's fourth and goal. The T-Hawks really making it tough, but Sheeran gets in behind Mike Boutros, a sophomore. It's 6-0 Highlanders. Second quarter, the Algonquin D playing tough. Derek Blanchard chasing down the quarterback for the sack. Doherty keeps coming. No calories looking to throw. He's going for the end zone. Algonquin defense making plays. Nick Alessi, great defensive play in coverage. But Doherty's drive keeps going. Here comes Callery. A little scramble right out of the movie The Program. Callery's going in 15 yards to the house. It's 13-0 Doherty at that point.
Latimer's back.
Third quarter, Highlanders QB1. He hits Anthony Franco for 6, 19-0 Highlanders. And now their defense showing off a little bit. Josh Brunel, one of the captains, getting into the backfield for a TFL, the big guy, making plays. Algonquin, Riley Greenwald, the quarterback. He would run this offense, and they start to click a little bit. Rolling here, hits Blanchard coming across, and Derek gets down inside the 15-yard line into the red zone for a first down. A couple plays later, it's Rio Ferguson going in for a touchdown. Two-point conversion made it 19-8, but Doherty gets the W in week 1, 26-8. Your final.
We got Wachusett and North Middlesex up north. First quarter, the Mountaineers are driving. Aiden Tomaszewski taking the handoff and just powering his way for a first down. The big fella certainly did his work in the weight room this year, doing the squats. Later in the drive, Wachusett going for it on fourth down, but the North Middlesex defense bowing up. They stop the run and take over. Wachusett would get the ball back, and they air it out. The ball is tipped, and Tim Burson comes up with the pick. Great return as well by the senior. Second quarter now, Wachusett forces the punt. and it is blocked. Matt Paharik chasing the ball down, thinking scoop and score. Scoop and score it is.
Welcome.
Touchdown for the Mountaineers.
Welcome.
2-point fail. 6-0 Wachusett. Next Wachusett drive, 3rd and long. Seamus Higgins. Look at Seamus Higgins run the ball, Fox. Look at him go. Shedding tacklers. And he decides he's going to go up the sideline for a first down. A few plays later, Higgins steps back, throws a dart to the corner of the end zone. Great catch by Dion Osei Sarpong for the touchdown. 12-0 Wachusett.
Wachusett threw
And
the ball?
the Mountaineers win it 22-0.
Wow. This is Groton Dunstable and Marlboro at historic Kelleher Field. First quarter, 7-0 Groton Dunstable. Ensuing kickoff from the Crusaders. Here's Edwin Cardona. And Cardona taking it back all the way back. We're tied at 7 on the kick return. Special teams, big factor. We're tied at 7.
1/3 of the game.
Groton quick to answer. Tim Stark, the king of the north, turns the corner. And he finds the end zone. It's 14-7 Crusaders. Marlboro taking to the air in the ensuing possession. The king of the north is back. Stark, the man with the plan and the pick, leading Groton Dunstable back to the delight of the Crusader faithful. Where is Nancy O'Ringer?
O'Ringer.
Kevin's favorite. Few plays later, 4th and goal. Brad T-Dites hits Jack Barry in stride. It's 21-7 Groton Dunstable. Marlboro driving the length of the field. J.J. Jarman in from a yard out, makes it a 21-14 game. That's the final. Groton Dunstable scores the win on the road.
Hear that over there? Hear that over there? We've had 6 months to get ready for this right now. 6 months to get ready for this right now. We owe them a favor. We owe them a favor. A lot of seniors in this room played a lot of football, a lot of Millbury football. There's Millbury pride all over this room. All over this room. We only got 11 of these. 11 of these. This is the first one. Let's go get them. Let's go.
I love it. Ray Richards firing up the Woolies. They got a great locker room. Taking on West Boylston, the Lions. Ready to go. First quarter scoreless game. Josh Lorero plows into the end zone for the touchdown. WB strikes first. It is 7-0. Next WB possession. 4th down. Millbury defense gets the stop. A gang tackle led by Ryan Jerome. Ensuing drive in the second quarter now. Xavier Robles. Robles plows into the end zone. PAT no good, so it's 7-6. Woolies down by 1. Millbury more defense. James Crossman. Oh, this is after the fumble. And now it is West Boylston's Aiden McNamara with a long touchdown run. Makes it 14-12, WB in front. 4th and 5. Anthony Greenwich over the middle to Micah Friedman. Freeds with a first down at the 14-yard line. And the parents are loving it. 3-year starter Greenwich doing his Joe Montana imitation. Rolling, looking for Dwight Clark.
Oh, no.
And he hits Friedman. Land of 6. 18-14, Millbury in front. And the Woolies going for 2. It is Robles. Powering in behind that offensive line. 20-14, Millbury in front. Millbury defense was real good today. As WB throwing and the Woolies with the tip drill. Anthony Vaccaro tips it. Benjamin Smith picks it off. And Millbury gets a huge statement win at home. 42-14 is your final. Well, we talked in the preview show about Millbury having a deep and big senior class, and it showed today. It was a hot game, but they had depth. They had strength, they had size, and they wore West Boylston down.
Love the offensive line at Millbury as well, because West Boylston is a tough physical team. You really have to win the battle in the trenches to beat them this year. Hey, St. John's is down. That's 1-1-1, and they have another tough one coming next week. Doherty gets a good win at home today.
And you can't read anything into that just because the Catholic Memorial probably has 15 guys going D1 there. I mean, that is a program like few around in the state. All right, plenty more to come on the Frenzy. Stay with us, everyone.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Bullying, be smart, don't start. Make the grade and join the Anti-Bully Crusade.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
So the next step for you guys is to start taking circumferences. See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning. Here we go. All right.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is brought to you by Bertera Nissan of Auburn, the Bancroft School in Worcester, Milford Federal, Holy Cross Athletics, the Sullivan Group, Pucci's Fine Jewelry, Nichols College, the Wealth Management Group of Raymond James Worcester, and the Central Mass Safety Council.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Still some great highlights to get to and some great games. And we're going to begin with the Quabbin Panthers defending their home turf. Quabbin going to run that tough double wing. Coach Buchanan grew up playing with Mike Pucko at West Boylston, running the double wing. And this team is going to run it. They're going to pound it. First drive for Quabbin. Handoff to Noah Herzig. Herzig takes it 23 yards down to the 2-yard line. 2 plays later, they hand it off to Tony Robidoux. Robidoux into the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt. Sam Coppolino going to throw the southpaw. And a beautiful catch by Kyle Nastasi. Makes it 8-0 early on. Next Quabbin drive. And it's the defense. Athol's Nick DeLeo breaking up the pass. 2 plays later, Coppolino drops back, connects with the wideout and the senior Devin Thomas. Thomas going 30 yards to the house. 2-point conversion makes it 16-0 Quabbin at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Athol trying to get something going. But the Quabbin defense comes up big. They cause the fumble and recover. Luke Lesor recovers it. Ensuing drive, it's Hector Johnson. Johnson gets to the outside, good stiff arm, cuts it back. Pinball Wizard off a couple tacklers. Into the night he goes with a touchdown, and Quabbin wins 36-0. Ow! The Wolves are howling.
Hudson and Abby Kelly at the Morgan Bowl this afternoon. First quarter, it's Abby Kelly defense trying to stop the drive. Asadel Frimpong with a tackle for a loss for the Bears. The Hawks, though, would strike. Giancarlo Orlandi, QB keeper, 22 yards to pay dirt. 8-0 Hudson after the 2-point conversion. Hudson's ground attack was tough all afternoon. Quinn O'Brien, great vision and some toughness as well as he finds his way out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A little bit of power football coming from the Hawks. And Orlandi, who muscles in from a yard out, made it 14-0. Hudson earns the win at home, 28-8. The final.
We got Narragansett and Southbridge. Great pride with that Narragansett team. Carrying the colors in. Scoreless in the first quarter. Gansett's Damian Comu looking downfield, finds Jake LaJoy. LaJoy brought down at the 10-yard line. Comu then going to the air again. The southpaw hooking up with Sammy Turini for the touchdown. 7-0 Warriors. Next drive. There's a fumble, and the Narragansett Warriors recover. And Gansett capitalizing. Comu's aerial circus continuing. Gets some time, goes deep to LaJoy in the end zone for the touchdown. 14-0 Narragansett Warriors.
He's a 3-year starter at quarterback. He's
Southbridge
tough.
driving, 4th and long. John Cortez to Marcus Rosado. Rosado brought down at the 10, make it the 12-yard line. Southbridge's Bernard Amponsa stretching for the end zone. Second effort, third effort, and it's good. Amponsa into the end zone. Touchdown for the Pioneers. 2-point no good. Narragansett gets the win at home tonight. 42-20, your final.
Air Shirley at Lunenburg. It was all Lunenburg first half. They're up 35-0 with the ball. Anthony Iannucci, the handoff, cutting back, finding some room, and a big gainer for the senior captain. The Blue Knights would have to punt. Air Shirley gets the ball, trying to convert on fourth down. Logan Walker puts his head down and earns the first. Next play, it's Walker scrambling, shedding a bunch of tackles. And the Panthers now within striking distance. Air Shirley getting on the board. Mike Uyi Osaji takes it in from 4 yards out. Lunenburg's lead is 35-6. Air Shirley going for two. Walker keeping it. And Walker to the corner of the end zone. Lunenburg gets the W, 35-8.
St. Bernard's and Murdoch. St. Bernard's, your defending Division 8 state champs. And second quarter, St. Bernard's on the board already. Dominic Cuevas on the QB keeper. He powers in. 18-0 Bernardians in front. Then Murdoch driving. And the St. Bernard's defense coming up big. The pass is deflected, and Damian Jones picks it off. And Jones is just beginning. Stays on his feet. Down the sideline. Stays in bounds. Now he's picking up some blockers. Look at Jones weaving through the defense. And he does go all the way in for the touchdown. And they're all pumped on the bench. It's 24-7, St. Bernard's in front. Murdoch answering Logan Huff. Scoring late in the first half, making it a 24-14 game. St. Bernard's, though, gets the win, 36-21, your final.
Gardner hosting Oakmont. Brand new turf field in Gardner. The Chair City ready to go. Oakmont comes out firing. Colton Beausoleil to Ryan McKenna. Open in the middle, and nobody's going to catch him. Sparty on top, 8-0 Oakmont. And then a little chicanery. Zach Wojciechowicz able to find Brandon LeBlanc, and he rumbles his way for a first down. They convert with a little trick play. Oakmont offense moving now and grooving. It's Beausoleil dishing the several pass to Cole Swanson for the touchdown. 15-0 Oakmont. Gardner not giving up. Zach Lemoyne finds a hole and exploding into Oakmont territory. Knocked out just shy of the red zone. Oakmont, though, stopping the Wildcats' push, eventually getting into the Gardner red zone. It's Beausoleil to Drew Schutte, and he's in for a touchdown. 22-0 Oakmont, and the Spartans earn a 52-20 win tonight.
All right, so you look at this Quabbin game, and I look at this, and this is a big win for the Quabbin Panthers. Coming into the game, they had never beaten Athol before. They were 0-2 against Athol. Noah Herzig had a huge night. 7 carries, 158 yards, and a touchdown. TJ Chamberlain had 2 interceptions. This was a complete team win for Quabbin, and all that lifting they did in the offseason, all that running, all the hitting in preseason camp, it pays off tonight with a big win at home for the Panthers.
Yeah, a big one for Dave Buchanan and his bunch. Southbridge goes into Narragansett. Narragansett gets the W. They got some veteran guys in the skills position for Narragansett right now, and the Warriors might be one of the power brokers in northern Worcester County right now. At least after week 1, they look pretty good. Lunenburg looks pretty good as well. So there's some talent up there. Southbridge is still pretty young, but they'll get it together. The Pioneers play a tough schedule, and they'll be back in week 2.
I look at St. Bernard's, too, and St. Bernard's just a small school. A lot of talk about them going independent and moving away from the diocese, and how would they do? Could they bring numbers back up into the school? Because that's one of the things you need to continually be a good football program. They were great last year. They've been great for a few years, but they want that long-term success. Big win for them on opening night tonight. Plenty more to come on the Frenzy. We'll get into the college games when we return.
Crusader Nation, your Holy Cross football team is on the rise. Our accomplishments in 2018 didn't happen by accident. They were the result of hundreds of hours of work. In the weight room, in the film room, on the practice field, and on game day. Our highest finish in the Patriot League since 2009? That happened. The largest comeback in program history? That happened. And
the kick is through! Holy Cross with a walk-off win!
Yeah, that definitely happened. Our winning streak to end the season continued well into December as we locked down the top recruiting class in the Patriot League and one of the best in the nation. So yeah, a lot happened in 2018. Now come see what happens next.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values? Our family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community. We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
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 Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Friday Night Football Frenzy is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio and Bay State Savings Bank.
All right, well, a few local colleges in action tonight as well. Becker Hawks coming in with a 1-0 record and looking to improve to 2-0 with a team that doesn't have a lot of experience and also doesn't have a lot of numbers.
Not a lot of numbers. Worcester State, their opponent tonight at Coughlin Field, and two teams really searching for a W tonight. By the way, new Coughlin Field looks fantastic. Congratulations to everybody over at Worcester State. Early on, it's the Lancer defense. Leicester's Danny George stuffing the ball carrier as Becker was driving deep in Worcester State territory. They're going for it on fourth. It's George. Jason, the QB, out of bounds. He's fired up. He's going to let the numbers on the far sideline know about it a little bit. There was a little bit of banter between the two teams. So they got the ball. Here comes Christian Perkins. He had a big game for the Becker defense. He's letting you know. Late first quarter. Tayson Barrett, who plays both ways for Becker, powers into the end zone, 6-0 Hawks.
He's a throwback, Gordy Lockbaum-esque.
Because he's in here on defense. It's Perkins living in the offensive backfield with a tackle for a loss, but there's Barrett right there with them. Hawks 4th and 1 from their own 9-yard line. They went for it. The Lancer D, a wicked surge. Jim Pasegna's bunch bowing up, and they're fired up by. So they get the ball deep in Becker territory, but they have to settle for a field goal. Aaron Moses Williams is their quarterback. He hits a 32-yarder. Becker gets the win, 12-10. The final, the Hawks are 2-0.
Jake Wood, the former Northbridge star, leading Nichols against the Coast Guard Academy today. Second quarter, 17-7 Coast Guard. Wood receives the kick, and Wood doing some things, electrifying the crowd as he brings it out near midfield. But the drive would stall. Then the Nichols defense. Dylan Kehoe coming up with the pick down along the sideline. Kehoe taking it inside the red zone. And that sets up Alex Santiago from 32 yards out. He boots it home. It's 17-10. Nichols down by a touchdown. Third quarter, Michael Pina on the run, unleashing a bomb to Wood. Wood hauls it in. Everyone's fired up. But again, the Coast Guard defense would hold them there. Fourth quarter, Nichols with more defense. Jared Abrazizi picks it off. And Abrazizi taking it across the field, ensuing drive. Third down. Pina to Tony Martinoli. And it's a first down for Nichols. Then Pina going to Joshua Pierre-Charles. Pierre-Charles not going to be denied. Fights into the land of 6. We're tied up at 17 with 8:36 to play. More from the Nichols defense. Aberzuzzi with a big stick. This one goes into overtime. The Coast Guard Academy wins it 24-23 in OT. So a heartbreaker right there for Nichols, but we got a big one. We look at our game tomorrow, and WPI-RPI has been a huge rivalry for years. It's even better when both programs are playing really well.
Yeah, and really, Coach Chris Robertson thinks right now these two teams might be playing as well as they have going into a rivalry game like this. It's for the Transit Trophy, and WPI, coming off a win over Worcester State, knows this is a big, big matchup on their schedule.
It was a good start against a local rival in Worcester State. For being this early in the season, I was really proud. I think we played a complete game. Special team score, did some really good things on offense, ran the ball effectively, and defensively, a shutout is always a plus, always the goal. So great start for the season. Even though RPI is not in the conference anymore, it's a rivalry game. It's a big game. And I think that our guys, they get a little bit extra excited about preparation week this week. And, having been here for most of 20 years, there's been some just absolutely great games between the two teams. And I think, this week you have two of the better teams in the history of the rivalry going at it. The leadership of the program and the coaches who've been with me for a while, they know that it's a valuable game for us. It's a critical, important game. And I think as we get into NEWMAC play as well, this is going to tell us exactly where we are as a football team.
Guess what, folks? We got the game for you live tomorrow at 2:30 right here. Charter 193 or 776, WPI and RPI.
All right, should be a good one, and certainly for Chris Robertson's bunch, a momentum builder for the rest of the year.
Oh, huge. And if they get that running game going like they did in week 1, they're going to be awfully tough to stop. Man of the match time when we come back.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Delete cyberbullying. Don't write it, don't forward it. Think twice what you type.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Corriglio.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then? Benji!
Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally. Man of the Match is presented by the Wealth Management Group of Raymond James Worcester.
Okay, man of the match time. My man of the match goes to Millbury quarterback Anthony Greenwich. He had 3 touchdowns today, directing that offense so expertly with great poise, great determination. He fired up everyone. Micah Friedman also had 2 touchdown catches, but it is Anthony Greenwich that gets my man of the match today with a big, big win for Millbury over West Boylston.
I'm going with Tim Stark from Groton Dunstable because this is a momentous win for Groton Dunstable in week 1 over a perennial power in Marlboro. On the road, Stark making plays on offense and defense, and this one a little bit of a head turner. So kudos to the Crusaders for that big win, and Stark leading the way, my man of the match.
And you know what? The coaches had an extra week to work on things here in the preseason. Coaches liked it. I don't know that the kids necessarily liked it, but now everyone's into the routine again. It's game week. You practice all week and you have one game, and it's good to be back.
It is good to be back. A lot of big games this weekend coming up, so we're going to get a pretty good idea pretty early on where some teams fell after that long preseason and how good they are.
And kids that didn't get a lot of time last year now jumping into starting roles, into leadership roles, and see how it plays out. Remember, tomorrow at 2:30 in the afternoon, Andy and I will join you from WPI, the Transit Trophy on the line. WPI and RPI. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night.